Hey guys, before we get into today's video, I just wanted to share a really cool event by Clash of Kings in Hollywood this evening at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 4:30 p.m. Pacific. I'll include the stream link for you guys. It's a Hollywood party around their Savage Siege event. I got invited. I really wanted to be there with OJ, Chief Pat, Powerbang, all my best buds. Could not make it due to traveling conflicts, but I will tune into the stream. I'll see you guys there. Enjoy the video. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. How you guys doing today? I hope this day finds you doing well. It's the weekend if you're watching in real time. If not, then I hope you're having a good time whatever day of the week it is. So today I have 5 new meta decks being played and used and created by pro players that ought to please a lot of you guys because they're really cool decks. We're starting out with this replay from Detective Hecka. We also have today featured in this video is going to be Trainer Lewis. We have iSlaw. We have obviously Hecka. We have Military Attack from Southeast Asia and Pompeyo. So it's going to be a great star-studded lineup against other pros. As you can see here, Hecka is playing against TMD Aaron. These guys are absolutely amazing. So I was sure to make sure I looked at replays from Latin America, from Southeast Asia, from North America, and from EU in today's episode. So I included a little bit of every demographic because, hey, for whatever reason, I don't know why, but different demographics, different locations, sometimes identify different cool, unique decks. So today, I want to give you a flavor of the entire global ecosystem in Clash Royale meta. So this cool deck being played by Detective Hecka on the bottom is a really interesting Golem, Sparky, Lumberjack deck. We have not seen the Lumberjack yet, but that's going to be the last card in his deck here. So as with any beatdown deck, you're just going to start by focusing on pumping up. Detective Hecka does a good job of that, trying to kind of manufacture the good elixir advantage and then try to capitalize and punish after that. And he does so right here with goblins and a mega minion on the tower. Lumberjack just barely doesn't reach it, runs into that knight. Doesn't matter because that mega minion is going to take down that right tower. And there it is, as simple as that, going into double elixir time. When you're running a golem deck, especially a golem deck like this with Sparky, you have a huge advantage when it gets to double elixir time. So I bet Detective Hecka is really happy with his positioning right now, and TMD Aaron is probably not so pleased. He does have an interesting new meta deck himself, a graveyard Sparky deck, but today we're just going to be focusing on the decks played by the winners. Spoiler alert, but I know you guys are always looking for good tournament decks, whether you're a pro player, whether you're intermediate player, or maybe you're just a casual player looking for what's new, exciting, and interesting. That's the purpose that I hope today's video serves for you guys. So here we go. Left lane, this is going to be a big monster push. It's a Golem Sparky coming in and another Golem in the pocket. So the left tower is definitely going to go down. We have Lumberjack played in the pocket as well. Lumberjack locks onto that Sparky. Right tower is actually not going to go down, but it doesn't matter. We would have had the left tower anyway. Detective Hecka proving that he's still one of the best players in the entire world. You guys probably know him from pushing the I Am Bren Chong account a few seasons back, reaching #1 global. So here we go. Trainer Lewis against Music Master. Music Master, by the way, impressing a lot of people up in the top 2 at the time of this recording in North America, but Trainer Lewis really representing Nova strongly here. Playing the Cannon Cart Minor Poison deck. You guys are really going to like this deck. Both of these players are playing Hidden Tesla. Tesla is definitely one of the strongest defenses, if not the strongest defense in the game. Look at that. The Dark Goblin and the Tesla able to take down that Expo there. Good job by Trainer Lewis defending against Music Master's Expo deck. Again, guys, if you're looking for this should really be the top 10 new meta decks because we're seeing some really interesting and new iterations of these archetypes, the classic archetypes. The Siege, we're going back to the Siege with the Tesla in the Expo like it was way back in the day. And then even in minor decks, we're starting to see the Tesla. Even in control decks, even in hog decks, we're starting to see the Tesla or Graveyard. Tesla is suddenly everywhere, and rightfully so, because Tesla is a great card. It not only has a lot of HP and stays on the map for a long time, but it also can now one-shot minions. That's insane value. It can take care of an entire minion horde at a one elixir positive trade for you. So Trainer Lewis doing a good job again defensively, using the Tesla, using the Ice Golem to distract it, and of course using the Miner played right on that Expo there in the log. Basically anything at his disposal. You want to make sure that the Expo does not lock onto your tower. That's Captain Obvious speaking, guys. So here comes the log in the right lane taking care of that Dark Goblin. Trainer Lewis at this point at full elixir, but so is Music Master, and Lewis knows that Music Master does have the Tesla, or the Tesla. Well, I guess he did have the Tesla, but he has the Expo in cycle. So here comes the Miner, Poison, and log in the right lane for Trainer Lewis. Now, Lewis is a really smart player, guys. First of all, look at that cannon. It locks onto the left tower. Man, they can be sneaky how fast the cannon cart moves. If you let it go unmitigated into the lane, it's gonna do a lot of damage to the tower. Takes off almost half the HP off that left tower. Now, he's also playing guards. We haven't talked about the guards, but by the way, guys, this is what I want you guys to pay attention to. I know I'm all over the place here, but the Miner's going in between the tower and the Expo, played with the Poison. That's a really good pro defense against the Expo if you're running a deck with Miner in it, especially Miner Poison. That's the type of textbook defense that you need to have in CCGS, as Trainer Lewis is kind of proving to us right now. So a good cannon cart. You can see cannon cart also does a pretty good job here of countering the Expo. Again, it's the log, it's the Poison, it's the Miner played, mitigating the Expo in the right lane. The Expo has not locked onto that tower yet. Trainer Lewis doing a really good job here defensively, making sure he always has in hand the cannon cart, the Miner, the Poison, having it ready for that Expo. So here it is again, just as that Golem. Just as that Ice Golem is dying, guys, he's able to cycle all the way back to another Ice Golem using, again, the Poison and the Miner to take down that Expo here. So slowly but surely, Trainer Lewis is winning this match. So here comes the cannon cart being played in front of the King Tower. Here comes the Poison again. And look at all the damage that he's gotten against Crown Towers with the Poison. And here, he uses the Miner in front of the Expo. He switches things up, don't want to be predictable, and he gets a lot of incidental chip damage onto that left tower via the Poison and the log again. So at this point, you know, Music Master able to cycle back to his Expo as well. He is playing a very fast deck himself, but unfortunately, what's his last card? It's going to be a Rocket, right? I mean, it's got to be. It's got to be a Rocket, and he hasn't been able to get a tower down to Rocket range. So here again, good defense using the cannon cart, using anything at his disposal against that Expo. Finally, we're going to send the first Miner solo into the tower. Meanwhile, that cannon cart again gets in range of the right tower. However, the cannon does not. A very good log there by Music Master, really preventing that cannon spawned by the cannon cart from connecting on that right tower. So here we go again, another log by Trainer Lewis, and guys, that is going to do it. Here comes the Miner, doesn't even need a hit. The Poison will finish off that left tower with 240 damage done, and there it goes, tower down. Wow, that was a match, and that was a really interesting deck there played by Trainer Lewis. The cannon cart, Miner, Poison deck, really cool, with the Tesla too, and guards. Like seeing guards, I'm seeing a lot more guards. If you guys want to go ahead and check out, I'll give you the link to the YouTube channel that broadcasts the CCGS Southeast Asia. My boy Chizen from RPL also casts. He does a great job, by the way. So it's in English too, guys, so you can check out all the matches. You'll see a lot of guards. Really interesting. But anyway, moving on to the next match here. So King playing a Sparky deck at the top. That's not the deck we're going to be focusing on. We're going to be focusing on iSlaw's Lava Hound deck, excuse me. It's a new meta Lava Hound deck. We have Lava Hound, Cannon Cart, and we also have Night Witch in this deck. Really interesting. He does a good job on defense, taking out that Sparky just in the nick of time. Meanwhile, the Lava Hound is on the tower. He also, I want to say, has Miner in this deck, so we'll probably be sending in that Miner at the last moment here. here, I think. Let's see what he does have. He's gonna have a spell and maybe minor, maybe a poison. I don't know. I watched these replays, I swear, beforehand, and then I forgot. I forgot after I added them to give the commentary. Either way, we will see the new iteration of the Lava Hound deck. Like, really, we've never seen it before. It's interesting to see so much Cannon Cart in competitive play. I don't think that regular normal gameplay has necessarily caught up to competitive play, so I think that trending are Guards, Cannon Cart, and Tesla. So those are 3 cards you might consider using if you want to emulate the pros. Of course, here is the poison. We talked about it. We hypothesized, and indeed, it is a poison in the deck for the big card for iSlaw. He gets another decent amount of damage here. He's going to take that right tower almost halfway HP. In fact, he does reach that halfway point. Meanwhile, he saves enough elixir, not overcommitting on offense, so he can defend a little bit here in the left lane. So here comes the Cannon Cart destroyed. Ouch! Cannon Cart being taken down by the arrows, but hey, even that idle cannon is going to clog up the lane for a bit, not allowing Soking to pressure at all or get any chip damage in the opposite lane, you know, via like a Goblin Gang. So a good prediction, Goblins intercepting that miner there, mitigating any damage done by the miner. Meanwhile, here comes Sparky in the right. Sparky's going to go ahead and take one shot on the Cannon Cart, but of course, Cannon Cart is going to just morph into the cannon and stay alive, able to finish off that Sparky. So here it comes, guys, with 10 seconds left. How the heck is this going to go down? Well, left tower down for iSlaw, and 4 seconds left on the clock. He gets that right tower down, thankfully, off Soking. Soking, you guys know, is probably... I don't know. You can probably make the argument that he's a top 3 player in the entire world right now. So to take him down is no easy feat. But iSlaw is also a really, really good player in his own right. So let's see how this match kind of ends up here. Lava Hound being played right behind the King Tower, a little bit to the left side there, heading over to the left tower. Meanwhile, we do have Cannon Cart going to do a good job, just barely getting to that Sparky are the Goblins in the nick of time, allowing that Cannon Cart to stay alive. Meanwhile, the miner that we called the miner, but did you see how patient he was the entire match with the miner, never sending him in until double elixir time? We haven't even used the miner up until late into this match. He was just very, very cognizant of the fact of overcommitting elixir-wise on offense. That's something that yours truly, I need to learn how to do better, because I think I would have sent in the miner many times in the first 2 minutes where iSlaw didn't do it at all. So again, using the Lava Hound, not in the pocket, not at the bridge, but all the way in the back in the left lane. Meanwhile, all he has to do is defend here, and he's probably going to have this left tower down. So it looks like Soking is going pretty much all in here in the right. He plays a Mini Pekka in the pocket. Mini Pekka does reach the tower. Meanwhile, Mini Pekka gets 2 swings off. Mega Minion just in the nick of time takes out that Mini Pekka. If you divert your attention to the other side of the screen, we have Poison down. We have Miner doing chip damage, and boom, what did I call it? Chip damage. Chip damage, not whatever the heck I said, damage. Anyway, really interesting deck there being played by iSlaw. Okay, we are on to the next match here, guys. We have Military Attack against TMD Siake. Siake, one of the best players in the entire game, known for being an amazing graveyard player, but also is good with a variety of different decks. But we're going to be focusing on Military Attack's deck. Military Attack, a really good player in his own right, and he's using the deck that I first saw being used by Legend from Vietnam, another one of the world's best players. He could be in that top 3 conversation as well, but I wanted to show you this version or this replay, especially because he's going against Siake, who's so good. So here it goes. It is so far looking like a normal Three Musketeer deck. That's what it is. However, you're going to see something really cool. It is the Bandit Cannon Cart Three Musketeer deck that is really everywhere in Asia. So is it a new meta deck? I mean, there's only one card that's really new, but it is. I mean, it's this version with the Cannon Cart is absolutely everywhere. And you can see he gets really good value. Well, great value out of those Three Musketeers, played all the way at the river there and able to take out the left tower of Siake, and he goes ahead and answers with an elixir pump of his own. So he hasn't played the Cannon Cart just yet, but the Cannon Cart is just a really, really lethal tank. The cannon cart is being played in place of the battle ram in this deck. That's usually what you see in this version of Three Musketeer deck. But the cannon cart, you're starting to see more and more pros go cannon cart. At first, it was either Dark Prince or battle ram. And then some people played Hog, here and there, not much in competitive play. But then, recently, ever since Legends started using it, you're going to see this deck being used no fewer than 6 times in CCGS Southeast Asia, which is a lot of times for one particular deck, not one card changed in it to be used. And the cannon card just has so much value, both defensively, as you're kind of seeing right now, and offensively. You can play it in one of the lanes with the solo Musketeer and get a lot of value out of it. So here we go again, just a really good textbook defense there by Military Attack. At this point, you know, Siake, what can he even do? He plays a Golem. The Golem might even be too far back. He played it a little bit up closer to the bridge, but I think with 30 seconds left, he needs a miracle here, and he's not going to get one, unfortunately. He uses a rocket there. Really not much he can do at this point. 3 Musketeers and a cannon from the cannon cart left behind. Even against the Siake has the rocket. Siake also has the Executioner and the Tornado, so he has plenty of 3 Musketeer counters. Just can't deal with the cannon cart on defense, especially playing a beatdown deck, and of course wasn't ready for that 3 Musketeers being played all the way at the river to kind of punish him for that early pump play. So that's a really good version of a 3 Musketeer deck if you guys are looking for one. Now let's move on to the fifth, excuse me, and final match that I have for you guys today. It's going to be a deck being played by Pompeyo. Pompeyo, of course, known to be a balloon player. When you think Pompeyo, what do you think? Balloon. He's a balloon beast, but that's not what we're going to be seeing today. Today, I want to show you this replay, him against King Zhao. King Zhao, another, I keep saying this, but he's from Brazil. He's one of the best Brazilian players, if not the best Brazilian player inside the entire world right now. He's going to be playing a minor Mega Knight Bandit type deck. You can see Pompeyo's going to be playing another version. This is a similar minor poison cycle deck to what Trainer Lewis was playing. However, there's a few different cards, and I just wanted to show you this version as well because I thought it was interesting. He has the Inferno Dragon in this deck, and you're going to see just the synergy that he's able to kind of capitalize on this deck and get a ton of damage. I mean, you know what? He gets that, I mean, it's easy, well, he makes it look easy when you can get an Inferno Dragon to lock onto the tower, but just a really, really good offensive sequence, and I love watching Pompeyo's games, guys. 470 live viewers. Are you kidding me? There's just no player in the world who still gets this amount of live viewers. It's because his account is old school, connected to Facebook, and he has all those fans who watch him all the time. I said this the last time I shared a Pompeyo replay on the channel, but it just reminds me of the good old days of 15Ks when this was the norm. Just so many live viewers, over 500 now. But enough about the viewers. You can see with this deck, once he got that tower down, the beauty of this deck is you're able to defend and control so well here. So there's the hidden Tesla being played preemptively right in the center of his side of the arena. And look at how long the hidden Tesla lasts. Just like, it's a nuisance and an annoyance. It's really the only defensive card in the game that's all right to preemptively play, okay? So here we go, cannon cart against that minor poison. Minor poison, you know, Zhao at this point, there's nothing he can do. Only 50 seconds left on the clock. Miner's going to get some damage, or actually be intercepted by those goblins in the left tower. Meanwhile, we have something going on here against the King Tower. About half the HP off that King Tower. Meanwhile, going to cycle a Inferno Dragon, anticipating that Mega Knight. We have the cannon cart, we have the miner, anything to kind of stymie this big push by King Zhao. But look at that, Inferno Dragon just bleeds through that Mega Knight, and that is pretty much going to be GG there. The cannon cart doing a good job defensively again against that Bandit, and King Zhao at this point knows with 625 people watching in, there's really nothing he can do. And that is going to be a video, a match, and everything, guys. I hope you enjoyed these 5 new meta decks. They're all great decks. Even the losers of these matches have amazing decks in their own right. They're all pros. Play these decks, enjoy them, have fun. I'll make sure I include the 5 decks that we focused in the description below, along with a link so you guys can easily copy them into game. So guys, huge shout out to Brennan Chong, my YouTube partner. Make sure you check out his information in the description below. And guys, thanks so much for watching, and as always, take care, guys.